Silas Thorne didn't build an empire by giving his children a head start. He built it by giving them a deadline. With exactly $1,000 each, three siblings were ordered to conquer the pizza industry of Oak Haven, but only one realized that the secret to wealth isn't selling the product, it's owning the plumbing. Silas was a man of cold logic, a titan of the old world who believed that inheritance was earned in the dirt of the marketplace. On a humid Tuesday morning, he handed his three children, Leo, Sarah, and Victor, $1,000 in crisp bills. The challenge was simple: enter the pizza market and return in 1 year. He wasn't looking for a return on his investment, he was looking for a successor. Leo, the eldest, was a traditionalist. He believed in the nobility of the craft. To Leo, the pizza market meant one thing: pizza. Within a week, he had secured a lease on a tiny, grease-slicked corner in the industrial district of Oak Haven. He spent his $1,000 on a second-hand stone oven, a bag of high-gluten flour, and a neon sign that buzzed like a hornet. He called it Leo's Heritage. His strategy was labor. He woke up at 4 in the morning to hand-knead dough and stayed until midnight scrubbing burnt cheese off the floor. He was the chef, the janitor, and the delivery driver. For Leo, every dollar earned was a drop of sweat. He was selling a commodity in a world of infinite choices, fighting for every cent against global chains and local rivals. By month 6, Leo was exhausted. He had a loyal following, but his margins were razor thin. If the price of peppers went up, his profit vanished. He was a prisoner of his own storefront. Sarah, the middle child, watched Leo's struggle and chose a different path. She realized that while Leo was fighting for customers, every pizza shop in the city was fighting for the same thing: raw materials. She didn't want to sell to the hungry public. She wanted to sell to the hungry businesses. Sarah took her $1,000 and bypassed the oven entirely. She leased a small, dry warehouse bay and bought 2 tons of premium bulk wheat from the outer provinces. She founded Oak Haven Grain Direct. When Leo's oven was hot, he had to buy flour. Sarah was there to sell it to him, and to 50 other shops like his. She didn't have to worry about whether a customer liked her sauce or if the delivery was late. Her inventory didn't rot. She moved volume. By the 9th month, Sarah had eclipsed Leo's entire yearly projection. She was the gatekeeper of the ingredient list, leveraging wholesale prices to squeeze the very shops she supplied. She wasn't making pizza, she was making the pizza possible. Then there was Victor, the youngest. Victor didn't buy an oven, and he didn't buy a warehouse. In fact, he didn't buy anything physical at all. He spent his $1,000 on a cheap laptop and a subscription to a low-code development platform. While his siblings were dealing with physical logistics and burnt crusts, Victor was staring at a screen. He noticed a friction point that neither Leo nor Sarah had solved: communication. Leo spent hours calling different suppliers to check prices, and Sarah spent her days chasing invoices from stubborn chefs. Victor built Crust Connect. It was a simple, streamlined digital marketplace where pizza shops could list their needs and suppliers could bid on them. He didn't own the wheat and he didn't bake the pies. He simply sat in the middle of every transaction. Victor's overhead was non-existent. He had no rent, no spoilage, and no physical labor. Every time a bag of Sarah's grain moved to a shop like Leo's through his app, Victor took a 3% convenience fee. To the users, it was a small price for efficiency. To Victor, it was a floodgate of passive income. He wasn't playing the game. He was the board the game was played on. He spent his days in a coffee shop, watching his dashboard update in real time. He realized that in a gold rush, you don't dig for gold. You sell the shovels, or better yet, you charge a toll on the road to the mine. When the year finally came to a close, the 3 siblings stood once again in Silas Thorne's mahogany-paneled office. Leo was the first to speak. His hands were calloused and smelled of oregano. He proudly presented his earnings, $1,500. He had survived, paid his bills, and made a 50% profit. In the world of small business, it was a triumph. Silas nodded coldly. Sarah stepped forward, her clothes clean and her posture confident. She revealed her total, $3,600. She had outperformed the market leader by dominating the supply chain. Silas raised an eyebrow, impressed by her cold efficiency. Finally, Victor opened his laptop. He didn't show a stack of cash. He showed a digital ledger. His total earnings for the year, $10,400. Leo had sold his time. Sarah had sold her assets. But Victor had sold a solution to their chaos.